Hey guys, so today what we're trying to do is we want to create a directory for AppSumo. Let's say you have a whole bunch of AppSumo tools and you have their link, right? And you want to get these descriptions. Now, these descriptions that you see on the screen, I got them from each of these pages description part, right? I did that on this website right here, right? So I just scraped these, but let's assume you don't have these descriptions, right? So what you would want to do is most likely use Perplexity. So first we're going to go in settings and we want to change, we want to make sure our URL model right here is Perplexity. So mine is already Perplexity, so it's perfect, right? And just to be clear, so this is how it works. So Psi, the URL model, gets activated only when there's a HTTPS, or HTTP and a full URL, right? So if you put www.com or something like that, it most likely won't get activated. But in a case like this, it would, right? So if I say equal Psi, give me 50 words description of this tool. And then I click this and I press go. We'll just give it a second. So right now it's calling perplexity. So now we're going to wrap this text like this. AI powered to design for analyze your channel, learn your brand from help generate video ideas and scripts. The tool enhances storytelling, right? So this is literally what you guys need, right? So we'll just grab this and bring it down to right here. So it's gonna do that for all these websites, right? So it's almost like a secondary description. So let's call it the perplexity description. And yeah, so the session here gets expired like I think every 7 to 15 minutes. I don't know the exact time. We've done a lot to make it last longer, but that's something Google Google almost loses the session every time. But now we have all these, right? So these are still loading. So we'll give them a second. So those that come out as error is typically just like that there was a timeout issue, right? When you're calling the same API multiple times, sometimes it times out. So the easy way to go about it would literally be you let this reload, right? You press this, the F, and you click on this row, you let it populate, and you click monitor site formula. So that should you see? So everything that comes out as error actually gets resent for reprocessing, right? So then you just make sure you just make sure everything is there. So once everything is there, stop monitoring and just make it static. So it's just text. It's no more formulas, it's just text, right? So you make it static. So now that all of this is static, it's text, right? So now the question that you guys had was, how do I ask questions about this? So let's call this real descriptions. Okay, so here we could just say question ask, right? It's actually very simple. The content gen in the settings, the content gen AI that you chose is the one that gets used when you ask a Psi question. So here we're just going to do equal Psi. These are, no, actually, we're actually going to start this time by just choosing these, right? Okay. Look at this from CX Jenny. That's actually so weird. Okay, so it messed up with avocado instead of talking about avocados. But, let's just so definitely review these, right? Not something I can personally fix. This is a perplexity issue. I don't know why I wasn't able to get it from this. But on to the next question. So here we're just going to say, first, I would say, do some, oh no. Okay, don't do that. Just make some space, right? Because all these descriptions are going to be right above, So you just make some space and be like, hey, hi, I need a tool for, let's use something, let's see, context mines, diaflow, Vado. Okay, so let's use this, which will be number 6. I need a tool for generating videos. Let's see, diaflow, which one is it? Okay, for my social media at my stats. Which of the tools should I use? Please respond with just the tool name and a 1-sentence reasoning about why it's the best. Now, once you have this once, you could just keep editing this formula, right? So you run it. It's running. Okay, so then it replied, Taja, it specializes in converting. Da, da, da. So let's say you want to change it, you just literally change this, right? And the tool for, and you could change that prompt every time, right? Now, yes, most people don't want to work with formulas, but this is how you would be able to do this with Sheets AI, right? And obviously, this is D2 to D20. You could have D2 to D100, D200, 300, whatever it is. Just know that whatever you put here, though, gets, it literally grabs this data. So, API key wise, think about it. But outside of that, I think you're good. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.